have seen the comments saying, how the hell do you drive with these settings? Well, in today's video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to drive with them, how to drive quickly nonetheless. So without further ado, let's get into it. So, I'm going to start things off by mentioning iRacing.
What it really means to live life gold.
No joke. No joke. Genuinely, hear me out here. The point I'm trying to make here is that if you want to learn to drive with my settings, no, don't buy iRacing. All you need to do is figure out trail braking. So if you ever feel yourself understeering, like here let's say, you keep holding your brake to keep the car rotated. Because if you just let go of the brake, you just end up understeering. So you don't want to ever be doing that. But if you look in the bottom left, actually you can't see the bottom left. Right. Oh, whoa. Alright, nice. If you look at the bottom left, you'll see that through every single corner that I go through, I'm always holding the brake at a very low level, which just helps get the front to bite in to any of the corners. We now move on to Monoposto. That'll be a cool thumbnail. Let's get into it. Around Portimao. But like, because it's always 0 to 100, how do you add that little bit of input while braking on this game? Well, you just have to tap the brake. A bit like what you do at a race start in this game. You gotta like tap the brake as much as you can, so then it kind of rotates the car through the corner, like a bit like on iRacing. So some of you were asking, how the hell do I turn? That is one of the ways I turn. And also because I don't run driver help, so you actually kind of have to think about how much brake you're going to put, where you're braking, how late you can brake, etc. Like any other racing game, really. If we pause here, you have to wonder about anti-spin, and obviously with no driver help, it's always going to be difficult to not spin, especially in slow speed corners. So say here, for example, we turn in, we go full lock, get on the power, we loop it, GG. That is race ruined. You're going to need a restart, or you just terrorize the AI for the rest of the Grand Prix. There's a few corners that are very difficult, like the hairpin at Monaco. That's always a nightmare, because you have to go full lock, and you have to be really careful on the power. So how on earth do you stop yourself from spinning like a madman in a slow speed corner? There are two ways to do it, and here's option one. You could still go full lock and tap the power, so then you don't automatically go straight round. You can maybe get a bit of wheel spin, but it's not the most optimal way to drive. As you can tell. And then there's option two, which is where you just kind of find how much you can turn before spinning, which I've managed to find. You don't really even need to go full lock through most slow speed corners. I mean, if you do have to go full lock, just stay off the power for the majority of the corner. But compared to if you drive with, say, driver help, look how little I'm going to need the brake here. Generally, the car is doing most of the work for you. There's absolutely no point in braking. Maybe for a hairpin like this one, you tap the brake a bit and just send it in. Look, through most of these corners, you really don't have to go full lock at all. So the chances of looping the car should be quite low. But right, without further ado, let me show you a pro lap time right here. It's going to be so good. The throttle a little bit. Oh, that's not flat out. Unless I didn't turn. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't drive with my arms up to here. god, there are no braking boards here. I don't know where I'm braking. Can I even go flat here? Fucking hell. Where will I be with this lap? Let's have a look. I'm gonna be a mile off the AI, I know that for sure. Or a mile off. Someone needs to turn down the quality time. But there you go. A very scruffy lap of Portimao. So at the end of the day, you're able to use whatever settings you want really. I mean, these are the settings that I find most challenging. So I do enjoy using them. But yeah, that's just how I drive, and everyone's got their own preference. So if you want to use it, you know, driver help, absolutely fucking nothing wrong with that. But I will be judging you severely. But that is the end of today's video. I hope you found it helpful. To be fair, also, it does depend on the phone you've got. You know, if you've got a phone that's not able to keep a good frame rate, it's always going to be difficult to judge how quick you're going into a corner, how much you're turning into a corner, and those are things that can be considered when driving with these settings. So generally, do what you like. I'm not really too fussed. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.
What it really means to live life golden. Yeah, we're golden, baby girl, we're golden. They're about to see it shine, 'cause we're golden.